Hey, how's everybody doing? Yeah. Make sure that you are following, liking, and subscribing on all the platforms that you are listening to the sound of my voice right now. It's your girl Paula Marie, aka the Ebony Biz Diva, and I'm so excited to be in the room with everybody that's here. All right. Hey. Let's get into it. So let's talk about why Pinterest is big money business. I'm excited. I'm excited because next week I'm going to be teaching the Pinterest Your Brand Boot Camp. Now, let me tell you something about the Pinterest Your Brand Boot Camp. I teach it periodically live. It is an evergreen course that you can get at any time of the year, but a couple of times throughout the year, I actually teach that bad boy live. And so next week, I'm teaching it live just in time for Black Friday, just in time to get you onboarded with that thing. And I want to make sure that that you have all the tools that you need in order to have the highest generating Black Friday in revenue possible. So we're going to talk about why Pinterest is big money business. And I'm only going to give you three things. So if you can hang out with me for about 10 minutes, I'm going to give you reasons with numbers and stats. Make sure that you share this out to your people. If you are a coach, if you are someone that works with people to help them to generate and magnify their revenue, make sure that you're sharing this out to them as well. And you can also share this out inside of your communities because people are missing the mark with Pinterest. I hear this all the time. My Pinterest is doing really, really well, but I don't know why. So you're happy with that, right? But let me tell you why you shouldn't be happy with that. Because if you're generating eyes, new eyes, increasing your visibility, getting in front of people who genuinely want what you're offering, and you're excited about that, you should be like, pat yourself on the back for that. But let me ask you this: how do you replicate that? How do you replicate that and generate more money? How do you replicate that thing in order to increase your visibility? How do you replicate a thing you don't know how the thing works, right? So, we're going to talk about why you need to really understand Pinterest from a business standpoint. I'm only going to be here 10 minutes. Hey, I got my girl Crystal in the audience. If you got some time, because I know she's busy, I'm going to ask her to come up and help me inside the listening lounge because we're actually live in 3 different places. So, FYI, just so you didn't know, we are live inside of the Pinterest room, which is one of the largest Pinterest clubs on Clubhouse with over 6,800 members. And that's my club. I'm happy. My chest is out because I got 6,800 entrepreneurs that are excited about moving the needle in their business. So I'm excited about that. That's my tribe. Okay. Then we're also live on YouTube and then good old Facebook. So again, make sure that you are following, liking, and subscribing to all of the social media platforms that we're on. Just hit the follow button, hit the like button for the video, hit the subscribe button so that you get the notifications. And if you're inside the listening lounge, then I need you to go above my head and hit that green house if you're not a member, because I got some stuff coming down the pipe for the members of the Pinterest room inside a Clubhouse, and it's only for you. So I want to make sure that you get in on that, and it's absolutely free. So let me do some shout outs real quick. We got Patrice in the listening lounge. We got Michaela. Hey girl, welcome back. Antoinette, as Latoya. John is new. I haven't seen you in here. And Arlena, that pink hair, Arlena, is giving me life, sis. Okay. It's giving me life. That is a brilliant profile picture because you stand out in the masses. Demi just joined. How are you? And then I'm going to shut up and let my girl introduce herself. Miss Crystal P. Sure, I'm not muted. Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. So, Crystal, I got your picture up for the people on the YouTube and Facebook, Coach by Chris, so they can find you and they can get to you. Because you know how we do. We always make sure that our tribe, we move like one band. So when I move, you move. And when you move, I move. So everybody make sure that you are following Coach by Chris on these internet streets. This is my girl. And just an FYI, I met Crystal 2 years ago on Clubhouse, really just in a room that was just a laid back room. We weren't even talking about business. It was just a late night room to unwind during COVID. And I've been so blessed to be able to hang out with her personally, up close and personal. So you really want to really vouch and support and validate people that you can reach out and touch, because I do know that there are some people on these internets that say they do one thing and they don't, that say they are one thing and they not, right? I want you to understand that Crystal P, coached by Chris, is exactly who she says she is. I just left you a couple of weeks ago. We was in Atlanta together.
Yes, we real. We're not the M&M's commercial. We do exist. There are some real people out here walking in their business and their authority, and with integrity, I might add.
Not the M&M commercial. Okay. Listen, you know my time because Crystal, she knows me. We talk almost every day. So listen, I'm down to like 7 minutes, and I got 3 things that I want to leave you with. And I want you to ponder on this, okay? While you're thinking about Black Friday, we are 99 days away from Black Friday. What does that mean? It means that you have to get certain things together in order to be able to generate the revenue that you desire and that your business requires in order for you to help and support and eliminate the problems of your clients. It doesn't just happen because you want it to be so, honey bunches of oats. We got to put some planning into it, and we got to have some strategy. And if Pinterest is not part of your strategy, then I'm telling you now, you are missing the entire mark. The Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp starts next week. I am teaching it live. It is not the replay, honey. It is the live, up close and in personal. So if you want to be a part of asking questions and getting those answers, click the link that is either underneath me, inside of the comments of both YouTube, Facebook, and Clubhouse. But you can also click the link above my head on Clubhouse as well. And I do want to add that this includes lifetime access. So every time I teach this course, everyone who has taken it gets to retake it again with no additional cost, because I'm building a tribe. I'm building a tribe of people who want to really understand, how do we grow this money in places where people ain't checking for? If you feel like Instagram and Facebook is oversaturated, if you feel like you can't win on the TikTok because that's not your thing, I'm going to show you how you can do the things that you are already doing on Pinterest and generate. Now, this is the 3 reasons why. So take out your notes and I want you to listen and absorb. I'm down to 5 minutes. So the reason why Pinterest works and has worked forever, the things that that Instagram and Facebook are shifting into with not as many hashtags, right? Being very intentional and showing video content first. All of that has always been done and utilized on the platform of Pinterest. Like this is not new to us. It is true to us inside these Pinterest streets. Now, also want you to understand that people that are on Pinterest, they're on Pinterest because they're looking for something. They're searching for answers. They want more information. They want more education. They're inquiring. They're doing some investigation. All right. They're not the people that are clicking and they're the one and done. They're the ones that are really being intentional about how they're spending their money. Now, let me tell you something. When you are being intentional about how you spend your money, do you just buy the thing that's on sale? Or do you dig a little bit deeper to find out why it's on sale? And is there anything comparable to it? And what are the benefits to the thing that's on sale? And can you get more with another brand? Or can you get less with the brand that you're in? You do all the investigation and then you spend what you're going to spend. I want that to sink in. People spend what they want to spend. You do not have to downgrade your price. You do not have to cheapen your brand. You just have to show up in a very strong way that connects with the client that is searching for all the things that your products and services are. Pinterest has millions, millions of clients, potential clients that are searching for you, and they are big spenders. So listen to this. Number one, people on Pinterest outspend people who don't use Pinterest by 80% every single month. Let me say it again because I don't think you understand me. People on Pinterest outspend people who don't use Pinterest by 80% every single month. So for those of you that are saying my audience is not on Facebook, my audience is not on Instagram, my audience is not on TikTok, right? Your audience is, but they're not there to spend money. Your audience on Pinterest, they're looking, searching, investigating, and they're searching to spend money. Not only that, when they place items in their cart, they place 40% more items in their cart. So yeah, you can go to an Instagram or a Facebook with a one-off, right? But Pinterest is where you can go into the upsells and the downsells and the cross sells. And I teach all of my clients how to do that and multiply their revenue during the holidays. It entails having great systems that do not cost you a lot of money, that will allow you to be able to multiply the sales. So I'm going to say number one again. People on Pinterest outspend people who don't use Pinterest by 80%. So if you got 100 people in the room, 20% of them, they just going to spend a little bit of money on the other platforms. But the 80 people on the other side of the room, oh, they going to spend a whole lot more than those 20 over there. Just to break it down, because the math always has the math. Y'all know I'm a Capricorn, so the math has the math. Now, those big spenders on Pinterest are significantly more likely than people on other platforms to take a week or so to make a purchase. So they're slow risers. But baby, it's like a cake. Like you don't want to cook a cake and turn the oven up real high, burn the top, and the middle's not done, do you? You want to set the oven to the right temperature so that cake can cook all the way through. So you want to make sure that you are putting enough content on the platform so that those Pinteresters have enough content to make informed buying decisions. So they are slow risers. But let me tell you, when you bite into that piece of cake after you cooked it perfectly, it ain't nothing like it. So when a client finds you, your products, your services on Pinterest, and you were everything that you said you were, because I know you are. I know you're entrepreneurs that work diligently to make sure that your products and your services are top notch, that you're top and you're best in class, and that you are hands bar better than the competitors out there. I'm telling you, Pinterest is the type of client that wants the best of the best, and they will pay for it because they're slow to rise. Now, number two, when people take a week or so to make a purchase, they usually spend about 50% more. Let me say that again. Not only do we spend more than other platforms, not only do we have 40% more products in our basket, in our shopping cart from your website, we normally spend about 50% more over the course of a month. So, not just with your products, but Pinterest is our go to for all of our products. We know that's where we can find small businesses, where we can support small businesses. So, there's some integrity with your clients that you find on Pinterest. And it's also where you're going to find clients that don't mind spending money for the quality of product and service that they're looking for to get the result, to eliminate the problems that they got. Crystal, what you say? What you say, sis? What you say? I want to give you an opportunity.
All of that. I love it. I love it. Everything that you said and everything that you're telling them that they're going to get. And you always over deliver. I want to add that in there too. With the Pinterest boot camp, like you're going to get more than what she's telling you. She always does. So just keep that in mind too. But you definitely want to get on the platform. What I love most about it was the SEO that you haven't mentioned yet, because I know you're probably short on time. But guys, like, definitely check this out. It's going to be something that's going to take your business to a new level. And she's the queen of it. You won't learn these tactics or these tricks or little insights about Pinterest without having this insight from Miss P. So I love it all. I'm here for it.
Thank you, sis. Listen, we talk about three things inside of Pinterest Bootcamp. We talk about the nuts and the bolts of it, because I know you don't understand it, right? We talk about the most important items that you need to post, but I also keep you up to date on the changes. So everyone who has taken the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp for the last 2 years will also be inside of this bootcamp for absolutely free. When I say lifetime access, I mean lifetime access, because I want you not only to learn it in a boot camp, but I also know it takes you time to be able to master it, to understand it. Because Pinterest is an SEO platform, you really have to understand, what does that mean across the board for your brand? And also, when you learn that on Pinterest, you learn that for Instagram, you learn that for Facebook, you learn that for your website. You learn that for every piece of content that you place on the internet, because you cannot get found if people cannot find you. You have to do some due diligence on the back end of your business in order to be able to have people find you, show up on the first page of Google every single time someone looks up a thing. And I help you find out what that thing is, so that you're not searching or being lost in a sea of searches, competing with all of these big companies that have really huge marketing firms that can afford to really pay the cost per ad dollar. I want you to be able to do it without paying a fee in ads, because I will say this: if you cannot get found without ads, no one's going to care about you with ads. You have to be able to generate excitement by showing up in the room. You should not have to pay people in the room to pay attention to you. You absolutely shouldn't. So I want you to understand that I want you to work within the means of your business, but I also want to educate you so that even if you feel like Pinterest isn't your thing, At least you know how to outsource that thing responsibly and hire someone to do it for you. You cannot hire what you do not know. That is like giving your business away. Oh, I'm so past my time. But let me give you the third and the final thing, right? So when people have more time, they buy more. But also, it's about the quality of that time. The type of content that you're placing on your Pinterest are the same pieces of content you can repurpose on all the platforms, the Instagrams, the TikToks, the YouTubes, the Facebooks, right? More inspiring content makes people want to open more of your content. When you really resonate with people's heart center, that's when they feel like you're talking to them. So they want more of that feel good, right? So we've got to start to create content that doesn't say buy me, buy me, buy me. We've got to start creating content that speaks to people's heart center so that they will feel connected enough to invest more time in the additional content that you're creating. We have to inspire people on the solutions your products and services generate and deliver. Now, I will tell you that Pinterest is the number one channel for inspiration according to Nielsen. And y'all know Nielsen. Nielsen, that big platform that tells us about all types of communication and what's first, what's last, what's kicking, what's popping, what's hot in the streets. According to the Nielsen ratings, Pinterest is the number one channel for inspiration. It's bigger than magazines. It's bigger than TV right now. It makes sense that you will show up on Pinterest and inspire your shoppers to spend more money with you. You got to show up where the people are spending the most money and dedicating the most time. Doesn't mean you abandon the other places that you love. I'm not ever asking you to do that. I always want to teach you Pinterest to support what you're already doing in a really powerful way. So I want you to understand it's not one or the other. What I teach you on Pinterest helps to complement all of the platforms that you're on. So if Nielsen Ratings is telling you that Pinterest is the number one inspirational channel over magazines and over TV, why you not there? Okay. Now, the third and final thing, in a recent global research study with Sparkler, representing over 7 different countries, more than 60% of the participants agreed. When I'm in an inspirational environment or mindset, I'm more likely to explore and discover things to try and buy. I'm going to say that one more time because some of y'all are missing the mark with the buy me, buy me, buy me, and the discounted sales. People want to be inspired. They want hope. They want to feel good. And 60% of the participants said in this Sparkler study, which represents 7 different countries, not just in the US, more than 60% of the participants said, when I'm inspired, I'm going to dig deeper, which means I'm going to investigate. I'm going to educate myself more. I'm going to get lost in all your content. And I'm going to feel inspired enough to try some of your things, buy some of your products, spend some more money. Now, that's the research. That's not me talking. This is why I love Pinterest, because Pinterest makes money for you and creates and generates visibility for you when you're not even thinking about Pinterest. You just build the thing and people will come. And if you take some dedicated time to build the thing for 3 days with me and invest another 4 weeks with me, you're going to see the benefits 10 times over during Black Friday. So I'm going to go into the chat room inside of the Pinterest room listening lounge. Listen, we got Mimi. She joined. Dory's back. How are you, Dory? I haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for always coming in and supporting. Let me tell you, Samir Khan asked a question. He asked, I would like to ask what would work best, organic strategy, consistent posting, or paid ads? If paid ads, what should be the strategy? So I kind of touched on this a little bit, but you have to understand how to create um, posts and pins that speak to people's heart center. You've got to figure out what is the most important thing to your clients and your potential clients. And you've got to generate enough visibility and excitement with them so that they start to follow you to get more inspiration, to get more motivated, to get more clarity on how working with you or buying your products and services are actually going to help make their lives easier. Because that's all we want in the world. We just want our lives to be easier. So, organic marketing needs to work first. If you do not have the followers, if you do not have the engagement, there is something going on in how we're creating content that is missing the boat on connecting with your clients. So that's one of the things that we work on. We work on imaging, we work on video content, and we work with SEO. We also work on how to create content that lives a lifetime, not just for the minute, the week, the month, or the year. There are still people clicking on pins that I've posted on Pinterest 4 years ago, and they're trending at different times of the year. So you've got to really understand your audience first. And then you have to also know who you are as a brand and how do you connect with that audience. So the short answer is organic marketing first. And once you've mastered organic marketing, then you can go to paid ads. And interestingly enough, when I met with a Pinterest strategist that works for Pinterest, he told me the exact same thing. He was like, you've got to get in, they want to see you have so many clicks, so many views. They want to know that the content that you're investing in and placing on the platform is resonating with the audience. If not, then you won't get what you need. And Pinterest does not want to just take your money just for the sake of taking your money. Remember, it's a slow platform. People want to investigate it for a couple of weeks. They want to make informed buying decisions. They are really looking at this product versus this product. So, with that type of environment, we want to make sure that when you go to paid ads, you already have done the investigation work and you're not throwing money out the window to investigate. So, that's the answer to that question. I hope I answered it. Michaela said that she goes to Pinterest searching for one thing and then ends up on somebody else's stuff because the content was inspiring and then ends up on all of their content. And that's how search engines work. Even on YouTube, how many times have you watched a video and then another one pops up and you watch it? Then another one pops up and you watch it. And now you're like 10 videos deep and with the same content creator, right? Pinterest is the exact same thing. You want to think of your Pinterest business account as your own personal channel for your business, where you hold them there, where you captivate them, where they start clicking and clicking and clicking into more content, where they feel like they know you, like they just had breakfast with you, like you just pulled up for happy hour and y'all had drinks and had a whole conversation. You want to educate them on who you are, right? So thank you. I am done. I'm so over my 10 minutes, y'all. I apologize. Crystal, is there anything else that you would like to add?
Just that if you've been in here for this long, obviously there's some sort of something that you need from Pinterest or something that you enjoyed or that you heard. So go ahead, click that link above your head. Make sure you get a seat into this Pinterest brand boot camp. You're probably going to see me inside of there because you can always relearn things and learn something new as these apps are continuously updating, their technology and features. But that's my suggestion. It's definitely going to be worth the investment, and also for the betterment of your brand. So that's it for Miss P. But thank you so much for hosting this room today. Very, very good stuff. And it just lets me know that I need to get back onto those Pinterest streets also.
Well, you're already inside the tribe, baby. So you can jump into all of the updates. Pinterest has changed a little bit or a whole lot over the last few months. So I've got some updates as well as teaching the basics for you. Any questions that anyone has about their specific Pinterest accounts, we have time inside of the Pinterest bootcamp to be able to answer your specific questions as well. And then again, this is lifetime access. So every time I teach it, you will have access to it. Not only that, but there will be monthly workshops that you will get a significant discount rate on throughout the year just to keep your feet wet and keep you 10 toes down on that Pinterest. Because sometimes you go into a space and you learn a thing and then you walk away from it and you don't practice it. You don't touch it enough. I want you to touch it enough so that you feel comfortable and confident enough to either do it yourself or outsource it confidently. That's it and that's all. So listen, I am done. I want to say thank you so much for coming in to the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp. Make sure that you are following, liking, and subscribing on whatever platform you are watching me and listening to the sound of my voice. And for those of you inside of the Pinterest lounge, Indeed, you just jumped in, but the replays are on. Arlena, hey girl, that pink hair, I'm telling you, I can't get enough. Michaela, as Patrice, with that smile. Patrice is smiling at me and it makes me smile back. Thanks for hanging with me throughout this whole entire time. We're inside of the Pinterest room, one of the largest Pinterest clubs on Clubhouse with over 6,800 members. Make sure if you're watching this replay or listening replay, post your comments below because I do circle back around and answer those questions. And click the link. I want to see you next week live inside of the Pinterest Your Brand Bootcamp. It's the last time I'm teaching it live this year, y'all. It's the last time. We got to get this money. Let's go. All righty. Peace.